You got the Artemis, they've already started launching it, but this is not normal clouds. You can see that there is something in them, and there's a lot of movement that has been taking place. Up there at the top, you can see some black, like cubes or something like that. We're out here at NASA headquarters, so let me, I'm going to go to the main page. I'm going to push that button. I'm just going to push the button. I'm not going to wait for them to send out the notification because it may be a while before the notification gets sent out, you all. I want to film this. Okay, I think, let me see what speed I'm on. I got to see the speed that I'm at. I think I'm at 0.2. Yeah, I'm at 0.2, 1080. So I want to come back over here. I want to catch the transformation of these cloud structures that are right here, and I've got it at 0.2. Hello, Applebrooks, honey. Hello, everyone. So let's look at this. This is what we want to look at because they're literally like ships start showing up. I wonder, y'all. Oh, I think I got the filters on here too, y'all. Let's see what we can see when the filters come on. Let's check out the filters. Let's see what the filters can do. If we can see something in the inverted. I think the inverted is like this one. Okay, here's the inverted. So we don't see nothing yet in the inverted mode. Okay, we don't. So we go back to the normal mode, you all. We can, yeah, I just wanted to try that just for a moment so we can look at it. And I'll touch it again and make it disappear is what I'll do. And I'll try to quit moving so that we can see this cloud as it starts transforming. Remember earlier, can y'all hear me? Because I got to make sure you can hear me. Hello. Okay, yeah, I got it. I got it. Earlier today, I think that the scientific community, they did say that clouds were like a being also. See, look at this. Look how that's like poking out like that. I like it when they start doing their transformation. And some of these, they just show up out of nowhere. We're over here at the NASA building right here, you all. Okay, look at the straight edge on the bottom of that. That is pretty wild. And they're coming over by the side, but this is like Artemis Fowl is a movie. Really? Oh wow. So let's see if we can catch some of this. Let's see if let's check the filter and see if there's any invertedness that can be seen yet. And oh, that's not the filter. In the filter mode. Let's see what we can see. Okay. Now this is the filter mode. You see you got some other stuff. Let's go back to the normal mode. Okay. The normal mode. Okay, we're in the normal mode again. So this is, I wanted to try it. Did y'all get to see it in the inverted mode? Yeah, so my nose is starting to itch again. It's for the birds. It really is. It's okay. Oh, did you see a scary face on the inside of here? If I do this, let's see. Let's go back and see what you can see. Okay, this is the inside of it. Inside of the cloud. So let me pull it back. Whoa, isn't this you all? We get to do the inverted mode. This is so cool. It really is. Whoa, that does look kind of like a face. Look at that cloud in the inverted mode, you all. This is really, that is cool. They got some pretty cool app right here. Who would have known that they would have this technology? Look at the top of that cloud, you all. Isn't that exciting? That is so exciting. Yeah, and we don't have to, oh, look at the white tips. Wow. We can see all the way in it. I'm trying to shrink it down some, so we can look at it. We're over here at the NASA building. So that is the inverted mode that we're looking at. Now, let's see it in the normal mode. There's the normal mode. Oh, this is so cool. I love this. We can be able to switch in and out of modes. Okay, right down here, it looked like a ship. Right there. Right down at the bottom, looks like ships might be trying to form. Ooh, look at that. Like it's a cube over here coming in from the side right there, you all. You see it? This thing is like coming up too at the top. What you going to do in the invert? Oh, it's got a square like to it. Oh, look at them up there. They're getting darker at the top of the cloud. What if these beings, is that too close up, you all? Because I can't really see it. I think it's cool that we can like zoom up and see what it looks like. You would think that a cloud, literally, really, you would think that a cloud would probably have just like one solid structure and not all this variations of color. But now we know that it has lots of variations within it. And look at the structure on it. Yeah. That's wild. I like the pretty blue. The blue looks really cool. Let's check in the inverted again, yes, if we see anything new coming out. Okay, because we can do it. We can check this out. Ooh, did you see something moving from there? In the inverted mode. Hello. Oh, you see there's they're flying around inside the cloud. You see that cube? It's like a white cube. It went from that cloud to that one. Woohoo! We got it going, you all, with this. This is great. Yes, sharing is great. You all, did you see that? How cool can that be? It can be really cool. You all, this allows us to see stuff like that. And you know that the people would be using this technology. They know that people would be bound to using this technology like this. Okay, let's go. We'll see what it looked like in the normal mode. Boom. They got some rainbowy colors. That was really cool. You all seeing the transfer that happened. It really was. And we over here at NASA, this looks pretty colors together. It does. Nice, pretty colors. That's right. Okay, let's check out the inverted. They might be doing something in the inverted mode and we might miss it out. Yeah, that's okay, you all. We can look at it. They say the clouds replicate, and they really do. If they replicate, then they must fall into the category of like a life form. If you're just tuning in, we're over here at NASA. And we're checking. Oh, wow. Look at that one poking up in the air like that, you all. Here's what it looks. It looks pretty cool in this mode, too. Yeah. I think I just seen something go upside the building, you all. We missed it in the regular mode. Let's see what it's going to be in the invert mode again. Now we know that we can do the invert. We can see things that we normally wouldn't be able to see. You could even do this at volcanoes and stuff, probably. Now, if Creator Studio on the, see that? If the Creator Studio, so the black ones were really the white ones is what they are. Constant movement taking place. It's like the cloud is much denser. in certain areas is what it's like. Hello, Susan B. Honey. Boom. Let's go right there. Okay, this we can look at it. Ooh. So now we see what it looks like in both modes. And I do apologize moving the phone because I'm holding it with my hand. What are they doing? I think they're congregating is what they're doing. Making it big and long outside this NASA building. Looks really good with the blue of the sky. It does. I wonder if they're going to do a transfer like they did before. How, if you missed out, if you just tuned in, they shot something from one cloud to the other. You could see it. It was a black cube, but it showed up as white. It jumped from one cloud to the other. And you can see that these clouds aren't all the same color. Okay, I see a white tip on this cloud. We're looking at it in the inverted mode. If you're just tuning in to see what we could see there from these cloud structures in the sky, they really do look quite different when you look at them like this, as opposed to, wow, look at that up there at the top. Look like a great big giant eyeball, but it's not. Okay, there we go back in normal. Johann Dancing Gypsy. It's wonderful. It is. Take me to your liter. I'm glad we get to see a blue sky as opposed to a white sky. I really am. So that's one thing we can be thankful for, a blue sky. Look at them right here, you all. So why are they stretching out? They are. They're stretching out right there with the dark, whatever it is. Is that too close up when I zoom up like that? Just look, you can see like some rainbow looking colors too. It's certainly a congregating area. Okay, look at that, you all. Ooh, is that a cube-like structure? Look, what are they doing over there, you all? Just let me flip it really fast. I can't see. They're doing some type of a transfer. You can see it over here on the side. It's a black cube. Doesn't it look like a black cube? Okay, let's go back. Gina, that's me, you all. I gotta flip it around. Wow. That's funny. I have this phone right up to my face, looking at it, you all. That's okay. That's all right, you all. Oh, look at it. So they're doing something. They're going inside these cube-like of a cloud. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of funny. Yeah, it is. All right. Looked like a circle right there, like a ball right there in the center. It's pretty cool looking. And here's the NASA right there. Okay, I'm trying to see which direction they're going. Okay, now let's wonder what are they looking like in the invert. Okay, well, that's what they look like. I think the solid or the dark, the more solid the color is, the more that's like, look at those. You know the black parts, they even show up black in the normal mode too, which is really strange. Because if we come over here, let me see if I can get over there. Let's see the black areas. They show up black in the normal mode too. So that's really interesting because it should show up white. Okay. I'm going to quit playing with the filters, you all. I'm just going to focus like this and just look at it. Because they're doing something. It's like they got some... Oh, did you see that thing go to that other cloud? They got something going on right there. It's kind of transfer. They're like layered. Do you think that that they see constant change? Constant. They can make any shape they want. They really can if they so desire and replicate. I saw this gigantic, like, disc-shaped UFO, like canister-looking one, and it was, like, tilted at an angle, and it was white because it was cloaked, and it went over the top of Papacatl. It was enormous, and as soon as it went over the top of Papacatl with the, clouds, that was all around it, it did something, and it made the smoke come out of it. It was a massive one, and it flew over at an angle, but you could barely see. What are you doing up there? You could barely see it. I thought, wow. And I kept trying to see if I could see it dropping anything out. What are they doing here? They're kind of just sitting there at the moment. Yeah, it was really interesting. It didn't have any smoke or nothing coming from it until that massive UFO that was in the shape of like a canister, and it was tilted. It was enormous and just flew right over the top of the mouth of it, and then boom, this brown smoke came rolling out. Then it stopped just like that. Let's see. Okay, let's see what they got going on right here. What do they got going on? You can't really hide now since we got this invert mode that we can do live on here. It's raining. We got rain where we're at, and I guess you all got rain too, because it's going to rain for a long, long time. Let me do this. You've never seen any clouds like that? The clouds have been more strange lately than they used to be. There's a lot more dark in the clouds. See, like this one is like laying on top of it. It's like programmable cloud matter. And really, there's no reason to think that it wouldn't be. Some of this. If they're living, are they a species that have come into our skies, but they live up there in the skies? Look at that. Dude, what was that? Hello, So Soother. We're just checking these out. And the other cams, if we were to go over here, the sky over here, you know, that looked like that. And I think they launched a SpaceX today too, another rocket or something, you all. If they were created by the Anunnaki, it's maybe them. Well, I'm not sure about that. Never gave their creator whatever they came into being. Oh, you see that going across the sky? That's just not normal clouds, you all. And again, we're at the... It feels like the sun is sitting in a different position. Well, it probably is. It probably is. I don't think this one black thing has left all the way yet. Right here, it was like on top of the cloud. Look at that. They keep coming. They do look quite fascinating when they have their movements. They get their moments. Back to Orlando. It's code there earlier this week, yoga. Miss Kimmy, you have amazing. I bet you do. Yeah, they do. And, you know, if you're just tuning in, it's pretty cool about this YouTube app. They got these filters on here. You can look at it in the inverted mode. Isn't that cool? Whoever developed this, they had the right thing in mind. Inverted, that's what it looks like. That's the negative of this if we are to look at it. It's really, really cool. Then you can look at it with like an old film. They got like, I guess they got around 20 filters on here. This is the normal mode. Somebody, yeah. Look like it's kind of look at that thing. Remind me of planes refueling, how they can refuel in midair. You have to fly, I think, so perfect in order to fuel. And isn't that amazing how a plane can refuel in midair by another plane? See, it looked like somebody's got their head sticking out up there on that cloud. Like you got your head sticking out up here is what it looks like. It really does. But you got your head sticking out in that cloud. Wonder what your head looks like in the inverted mode. Is your head still dark? No, now you turned your head white. Oh, but the other one turned dark. Look at that, you all. Look at that one. It's moving its head. It's constant movement. It looked like it was turning its head around in a circle. That is pretty wild in the invert. Although the blue color is much more pretty. And we're at the NASA area. The building looks nice with the nice soft colors on it. It looks good with the blue of the sky. It's better than a white milky sky. Okay, if you look at it as a piece of art, then that'd be great. These life forms, I really do feel like these are a life form in the sky. I'm sure other people do too. There is Yeah, these aren't moving. There's no pixelation. And these are moving. Just moving on their own merry way. So if you all have a YouTube channel and you do a live video, if just the mere thing that you have a channel, because you had to make a channel in order to be on here, you could go live and you could set your video to private. And I think that you could probably you can probably have these inverted apps on your video too. You can hit that little sparkler and you can view something in the inverted mode and you can just share it with yourself, which is pretty cool. It really is. And nobody else has to see it but you. If you wanted to try that out with your cell phone, there's no telling what you would see. I wonder, they need some infrared vision at night. That'd be great too. But that's okay. Let's do that. Let's go back to the normal mode. Hello there, Rich the Prophet. Sometimes it's hard for me to see people's name on here when I try to focus keeping this in the viewing thing. I really do like that color of blue in the sky. Yeah, that's true. Intelligent manifested as a result of the elements got together. Yeah, that I can, yeah, that's true in some instances. Oh, see, there's things flying around in these skies. Let's see them. If they're going to show up white, they might as well show up in the sky white too. Let's see if we can catch any, because it's like black cubes flying around in the sky, and they can. There's no reason why they can't. If they're in the sky, they can fly all around, but it's a matter of catching them at the right time. See that cloud in the middle? You wouldn't be able to see all of that. It looks different like that than it does like this. It looks really different. And you wouldn't know it just by looking at it at all. Now, let me get this filter off of here so I can look at this a little bit. Good evening, everyone. What is that hanging below it? Yeah, what is that hanging down here below it? Is that a cube hanging below that? It's just there on its own. So the top of this cloud is dark. Well, yeah, it's kind of strange. And there can be little bitty cubes. What do they call them? Drone-like things? Little drone-like things. You ever wonder how they just manifest out of the clear blue sky? These clouds can manifest and they can actually like read your mind and then, whoa, did you see that one jumping down out of this cloud right here? It was a black one and it scrolled down there and then this cloud's already changed its structure. But it did. It went rolling down, jumping around. Oh, did they blur us out? I think they did. It went down the cloud, jumping around. And it looked like there's one like right here too. You all, they have blurred us out. Stop blurring us out. We're trying to watch this. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Watch it. And we don't like you blurring us out. So, those ones are just staying there. It's acting up. A video is taking its bursting light vortex. I took some footage of the moon last night and I thought I'm too lazy to put it in a video to upload it. And I didn't do it. But I wouldn't get nothing tonight because our skies are full of rain. But I wouldn't be surprised if the moon looked like a vortex. Oh my goodness gracious. You're going to stalk your sky, Amy. Oh, you too. It's a hotbed. It really is a hotbed. That's why they got this stuff here. Well, okay, also in Florida, remember the Fermi Lab. There's like a Fermi Lab thing there where they have like the world's largest, they had the world's largest magnetic field in Florida. I did a video on it too. And the video that tells about it is the one that says, "Are we headed for a pole reversal?" It had like a image of during, before a reversal and during a reversal. And we found that a certain part of Florida and Los Alamos, they have a bigger magnetic field than CERN. But China has surpassed everybody now with their magnetic field. But yeah, so I would not be surprised that Florida has a lot of activity occurring, being that they say over 2,000 scientists a year gather in Florida and do their studying of some type of, I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. But yeah, it's pretty big. I am going to go. You're in Oklahoma. Yeah, let's see if let me look at this and see if there's any other stuff on here. If I can find the bar on here. If I can come down here and shrink down this area to see if we can see any other clouds that came through. Yeah, there's some more that came through. Oh, we got a black screen. There they look. Wow, they got some bigger ones right now. Yeah, they just keep coming and coming and coming. I got a loud frequency in my right ear just now. They are pretty clouds. Let's see what they look like in the inverted mode since there's so many of them. That's what they look like in the inverted mode. They're supposed to look all fluffy, but they're not too fluffy like that, but like this, they're kind of fluffy. Let me see this. Well, but they have some type of a life form in them, and they kind of rainbowy colors too. They could be programmable life forms. I know that they're intelligent clouds. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go. You all getting too sleepy. I am, but thank you all for coming on here. And at least we got to try this inverted mode out. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go and thank you all. Thank you, moderators. Thank you all for your comments. Yeah, if you got a YouTube channel And you can get that YouTube app, try the invert on there like this, and so you can see, and you can even share it to yourself if you don't want to share it with nobody else. Set it to private and go see what you can see because it looks really cool. And yeah. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Shalom.